Don't tell you twice. I'm real discreet. The thief in the night. Yeah. If I call you,
YouTube. It's the big old deal, man. It's y'all favorite hood partner, Big Nina Boy. We back with another one. Top of the morning, baby boy. Top of the morning. Hey, before we get into the content, though, right? Let me just say this, man. Loneliness is the price you pay when you're trying to get your life together. Some of y'all out there right now, man, bored as hell. You know what I'm saying? You ain't popping like you used to. Ain't nobody calling on that phone checking for you no more. You know what I'm saying? That's because, you decided to get your life together, man. So you got to realize they say it's lonely at the top, though. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rap News, Street Politics. But before we get into all that, man, I want to say I put a life insurance policy in the description at the bottom of the video, man. Y'all check that out, man. It's from, let me see if I can pull it up. I believe it's Aflac. You know what I'm saying? Go get you that Aflac insurance. They got low policies, and this is for ones who your son is, he out there running on that blacktop, though, right? Your daughter hanging with the thugs. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and give up that little $25, $35 a month. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, not to say something go happen, but somebody got to bear their little ass if they keep playing in the streets. Technology is advancing. They out here shooting reckless. You know what I'm saying? They dropping. You know what I'm saying? They knocking stuff down. So I highly suggest y'all take my advice. A lot of y'all proud of y'all kids out here hitting licks and passing. But, it's only going to go one way. And you know how the streets is, man. They only love you when you dead. You know what I'm saying? Or in prison. So take my advice. Go ahead and get some Aflac insurance on your loved ones, your children. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, funerals cost a lot. They cost a lot of money, homie. And a lot of y'all don't realize y'all wait too late. Then y'all out here trying to do a fish fry, car wash, you know what I'm saying? GoFundMe, Miami for my. Nah, man, you go ahead and take the proper measurements and go ahead and get that Aflac life insurance for your kids. So, all right, before we get into it, man, we got $2.6 million Beverly Hills heist, baby insanes in Park Village indictment, man. The Fed said they had enough, man. I want y'all to realize that, a lot of these youngsters, man, they not doing it for the grace of, for their families. They doing it for self. Everybody for self, man. These youngsters out here trying to hit licks and get rich for themselves. They not trying to build no businesses, no families. So let's watch this video. Shout out to Rap News, man, for always coming with the hottest content. But also, I want y'all to be mindful and see the mistakes that our future generation is making. With that being said, let's get it, though, man. Let's go.
To the channel on YouTube with the robbery crews and flock teams assembled by some of the most notable hoods out here in the city of LA. Now, this is the second installment to the mini docu-series we doing on these robbery crews. The first crew in this series covered the Harlem 30s when they stripped a jeweler of his $500,000 Richard Mille off his wrist, broad daylight, and went federal in Beverly Hills. Now, the Fed started paying close attention to these robbery crews after COVID, and a lot of cases have started to develop. People are starting their bids out, and a lot of new details are coming out about how these crews were trying to run their bag up, strong-arming businesses and people in the city. Now, this next crew we got is coming out of Long Beach with the Compton connection. We got the East Side Baby Insanes and the Park Village Compton Crips in a familiar spot, jumping out broad daylight in Beverly Hills, and this time hitting for a couple million.
A healthy liver helps your body process food.
All right, Dad, what are you making?
My new go-to morning smoothies.
In a situation that was a lot more planned than the Harlems, a little less riskier, and had potential for a bigger payout. But you know, we gotta put the disclaimer, we don't condone any violence, robbery, or any other criminal activity on rap news and street politics. This is for education and entertainment purposes only. But we gotta break these plays down and see if it.
Hey, yeah, man, let me just say this, because everything, hey, man, they said at the end, man, it will be televised, man. Let me just say this to the YNs that's out there coming from an ON, man. And listen, this is really coming from an ON, man. Don't crash out, man. Y'all way more valuable than what y'all think, bro. You know, we always take the easy route. You understand what I'm saying? But taking that easy route come with a lot of time. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you might, I don't care if you hit for a $500,000, $250,000, or even a couple mil. Man, you go blow that money and you go end up doing way more time than you ever could imagine. Some of y'all catching cases, y'all 25, looking at 36 years. The time that y'all be catching is more than your actual age. Like don't crash out, man. Y'all way more valuable than y'all really know, man. Because let me just tell y'all something, man. You know, I know a lot of us, you know, think we got friends and all that stuff, right? The realest ninjas don't got a lot of friends, bro. They just know a lot of people, homie. And I know a lot of y'all gonna get hit with opportunities like, hey, let's go hit this lick, bro. Hey, we talking about some millions. If you're not involved with that play, if you ain't involved with that lick from the root, from the ground of it, bro, nah, man, it's okay. I didn't turn down plays when I was a YN. You see what I'm saying? And they came back and hit. You know what I'm saying? I remember them feel like, oh, if I would have just got on with them. And I also remember turning down plays where they got cracked and they still in jail. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all make y'all next move, y'all best move, gang. Let's go.
Anything can be tweaked on their moves. This is How to Rob with the best hood channel on YouTube.
Nigga, I'm Crips Street. Nigga, it's the big three. Sack down dad with a banger on 10th Street. Niggas bang with no Glocky, he don't keep leak. My bitch do numbers, but I'm trying to knock some new feet. I toast nigga bunk, grown niggas getting kidnapped. Get cut, tight nigga up and get your drip back. Search for a beat, my dog feeding for a head tap. He's a rookie, they ain't even got no head tap.
So we gotta rewind the clock to March 23rd, 2022, Wednesday afternoon, 1:45 in Beverly Hills. Now we got 3 individuals that came into play under a collective indictment that participated in this move over here. We got Liddell Tharp from the Babies on the east side of Long Beach. Liddell, somebody who likes to flash money on the internet, has been doing it for a long time, and he also goes by the name of Zavi on the east side. The next individual named in the indictment, Jimmy Vernon, aka Jungle, from Park Village Compton Crip. And they had a new booty on the play, 19-year-old Deshaun Bell, who was also starting to hang around the East Side Babies in Long Beach. Now, 5 individuals in total were seen at the spot of choice, Luxury Jewels on Beverly Drive on Wednesday, March 23rd. One of those individuals was also a minor, who the feds refer to as KJ or Lil Nina, aka Scooby, also with them East Side Babies in the paperwork. But when these dudes press play at 1:45 lunch hour in the middle of Beverly Hills, cameras catch them jumping out of a gray Kia Sportage, 5 deep, with crowbars, axes, and hammers, going to the front of Luxury Jewelers, breaking the display case, and making off with $2.6 million in jewelry. Now again, with this being broad daylight in the middle of the day, not only did surveillance cameras catch these dudes, but a lot of witnesses were on the street and were video recording everything take place over here off Beverly Drive. They caught these dudes doing the move and running northwest to an alley behind Luxury Jewelers and getting off. Now we have to start it with the beginning of their plan. Like I said, in comparison to the Harlem 30s in Beverly.
Man, these boys, these YNs right here, boys. Man, this is for educational purposes only. I must say, if you YNs is going to get out here and y'all gonna go commit some crimes, make sure it's the big one. Did I just hear that nigga 2.6 million? Woo! That's right there, boy. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, That money get the talking. 2.6 million, you should never be broke again. You should automatically have a lawyer in place. Automatically. But I also want to say this though, man. You know, they had minors on there. I seen the dude right there, the little Jewish boy over there, kick one of them dudes in his ass. Like, piece of ish. Chased him down. Hey, some people here got some heart, boy. But now my thing is this, man. You know, hey, man, they say, man, this will be televised, man. Everybody, look, man, yeah, you know, yeah, they might have got away with it, but clearly they didn't. Because we wouldn't be right here. We would not be right here if they got away with it. You smell what I'm selling? So I'm sitting back and you know, I'm always the one that's gonna be on here talking to the YNs. You know, you can F up your whole life, man, trusting the wrong people. Yeah, it look good, you know. Yeah, you're hitting licks and you're wearing the jewelry and you know the cars and all that, the drinking and the smoking, that can alter your mind. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be appealing. But what they don't tell you is, shit, nigga, they had, if just imagine you get with a crew and because you see them shining, and then the time you decide you want to get out there on that blacktop and beat your feet to the music, and it's the time they get cracked. You know what I'm saying? All of that is a risk. All this shit is about taking risks. But you gotta know when to stack, you gotta know when to fold. You know what I'm saying? But looking at this shit now, I bet you when they sit back, you know, they like, damn, nigga, like what went wrong? You see what I'm saying? Like, cause people, you got to know everybody. When you build a crew, if you don't know them, bro, you ain't just grabbing people. Nowadays, a lot of, not saying that this day case, but most of the time, these niggas be just looking for an extra body that's going to be willing to go. You know what I'm saying? When we press play, he ready. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, be careful, man, because, you know, you can mess up your whole life, man, trusting the wrong people. You got minors on this case, so they might got action. But a couple of them dudes, whoever got caught, I'm pretty sure he going to tell us the time. I'm pretty sure they're going to be living in regret. Let's go.
Hills. These dudes had a little bit more planning and wit about their move. A few minutes before this, the Milestone camera system in Beverly Hills, which as we spoke on in the last video, is a fully integrated police surveillance system that not only encompasses the police department, but also integrates residents and businesses to create a full-scale surveillance system in the Beverly Hills neighborhood. Milestone catches 3
Trash the dress, honey.
Damn.
I love my job, but before Honeybook, I spent half my time
vehicles pull into the neighborhood March 23rd. One of them being a Kia, which was the vehicle everybody jumped out of, and they used the caravan tactic. 3 vehicles traveling in a pack to the location. The caravan is a classic move used on many type of missions, whether it's just a stolen car or whether it's a full-fledged murder that y'all going to. The caravan method is something that's deployed on many different plays. And along with the Kia, the surveillance system catches an Audi and a Mustang traveling with the Kia to the mark. Now, after the smash and grab with them running into the alley, surveillance video catches the Audi as the lone car coming out of the alley that they ran into. So investigators set on that Audi. Now, the Audi had a nice touch. There were some discrepancies in the get down of the Audi, but the Audi had a swap plate on it. Now, the thing that I like about the Audi is,
man, you know, so cold. Look, let me see. You know, when you sit back and you look at this shit, why do we always gotta film that shit, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, gang. Cause like, and then, you know, honest to God though, gang, a lot of y'all be putting y'all go commit a crime and y'all go put that shit in a rap song. Y'all will go incriminate yourself on a rap song talking about how you breaking in chinks houses and all that crazy. And y'all be just telling it. Then y'all be flashing the cash, bro, on social media. You know what I'm saying? You get caught. Where you get this money from? You gonna say you're a rapper? Okay, how many albums you sold? Where the money come from? No planning at all. No alibi, none of that Yeah, you know, it look good though. Don't get me wrong, yes, it look good, man. Yeah, nigga, I got these bean beans. Nigga got them boom. You know what I'm saying? Them boom booms. You know what I'm saying? Got all gold. You know, that's fly. But man, that's crazy, bro. We gotta stop putting our business out on the internet, man. That's how I get caught. Let's go.
there were some discrepancies in the get down of the Audi, but the Audi had a swap plate on it. Now, the thing that I like about the Audi is the swap plate matched the Audi. They grabbed a plate from another Audi and slapped it on the one that they used in the mission. That's a nice touch. The license plate, though, was of an older model Audi, but at first glance, that could pass. So that was one thing, like I said, was a little bit more planned than the situation we went through in the last video with the Harlems. But when they tracked that 3-car caravan with the Kia and the Audi, they also noticed a Mustang in it as well. This is where the first mistake was made in this situation. The Mustang was an enterprise rental car ridden by nobody other than Liddell Zavy Tharp out of the babies. This is flagrant on the play. Again, hypothetically speaking, this is what CPs and faces are for. Renting vehicles.
Man, so the Audi got him. Come on, gang. Some of these cats, man, come on, bro.
Vehicles and pulling up in vehicles in your name is sloppy, and you asking for them people to be on your ass extremely fast.
I don't know, man. If I was coming up, like you rented a rental car in your own name? Oh, no. If we got caught because of that, oh, yeah, man. Yeah. Let's get this nigga. Man, we sitting here because it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, oh, no. That's nasty work, man. Man. Let me tell y'all something, man. If y'all ever hit a lick, bro, win in silence. You know what I'm saying? Win in silence. Let them think that you losing. Stop showing everybody that you up. Nigga, I'm on like cable. Nigga, look at these bing bings, these boom booms. Nigga doing the money wave. Man, stop letting everybody think that you up. Just win in silence, bro. I promise you that's the best way to protect yourself. When y'all be out here trying to, double ball on these suckers and all that, man, all you doing is attracting people that wouldn't even honestly rock with you if you didn't have what you have. When you start flexing on the internet, man, you attract fleas. You know what I'm saying? Everybody come out. Then people are, let me hold $30. Let me hold $40. Everybody want to hold something when they think you got some money. You see what I'm saying? So, man, then abroad, it's crazy because, we have been programmed, oh, man, let me flex my cash. That's how I'm going to get the hoes. The hoes is coming so they can spend your cash. That's it. Man, we got to do better than that, man. Shit. Let's go.
Now, the reason why they did that, they didn't think that Milestone was going to catch on to that caravan. The Mustang was not involved in the play in any way, but clearly there were visual indicators that noted all 3 of those cars were together. But we'll come back to the Mustang, because that didn't become important until later on in the investigation, and it actually wasn't even needed because something more detrimental happened at the scene. In the midst of them breaking the glass and running off, Jungle from Park Village drops his phone at the scene. And when they ran off, they left the Kia, which indeed was a stolen vehicle. So,
oh, man, come on, man. Nah, bro. You gotta be quicker than that. Yeah, you niggas go to jail. The cell phone, yeah, like minutes. You fucked. Nah, see what? Your fingerprints was on that phone. You're up, right? Dang, man, these niggas, boy. Sometimes you be this close, almost this close. And it's always something so small, man. Let's go.
Not only did they leave the vehicle they came in to the front of the store, Jungle drops his phone and some of the equipment in terms of the hammers and axes were also left on the scene. But let's start with leaving the Kia. Now, leaving the Kia to some may seem like a good idea. It's a stolen car. Everybody's seen us jump out of it. We don't want to attract attention while we moving out of here. Again, we come back to these play extenders. They got jewelry, no money. They got to move around in different spots to get this jewelry off. They don't want to be tracking this Kia while they still have to handle business after the play. But while this was a bad move, like I said, 5 individuals jump out this Kia. That's 5 people that have to be tracked in terms of not dropping DNA in this Kia. You've left it at
These are hands-on, non-desk employees, whether they're in the shop or out in the field. That's why we had to get
the scene and giving it to investigators. They're combing through it for DNA off top. I know individuals that have went down for a murder with their DNA being found in a hat left on the scene. So what do you think a vehicle is going to leave behind with 5 different individuals? Investigators are 5 times more likely to find something in the vehicle, and that's exactly what they did. They found traces of DNA in the vehicle. And that truly serves as a whole in their planning process because they plan to leave that vehicle there. And I would say it's unacceptable. But for the elephant in the room, Jungle dropping his phone ruined the whole play automatically. You know, things like the DNA in the car, along with the Mustang being traced back to Liddell Tharp, could somewhat serve to be inconclusive. Just because your DNA is in the car doesn't necessarily place you at the scene without further evidence or somebody snitch. But when you leave your cell phone at the scene, it's game over at that point. But let's go into the mindset of why they chose this place and put themselves in this position in the first place. So as you see by the video, they chose a store, which differentiates from our last video with the Harlems, where they picked an individual. I would always say the place of business will always be safer than dealing directly with an individual. Too many things go left, and as you see with the Harlem, somebody ended up getting shot because a tussle ensued. Dealing with strictly a place of business lessens the probability that something like that will happen because your focus is now strictly on the merchandise instead of taking it off an individual. Again, the stakes are still risky because they did it in broad daylight with customers and employees in the store. But this is why they went for the display case. Now, the display case can be seen as a smart move depending on the location. But the main reason why the display case is hit is because of the tracking devices. 99.9% of the time, stores are not going to put their best items on display. They're going to have things that draw you into the store, but they're going to keep the most valuable items in the store, behind lockup, and away from a situation like this. But that's not saying that those things are not still valuable. They made away with 19 bracelets, 7 pairs of earrings, 4 necklaces, 8 rings, and 20 watches, again, totaling $2.6 million. So this haul was still extremely lucrative for display case items. But when it comes to that tracking,
2.6 million. But I you gotta say, whoever thought about that, because think about that. You catching those you know, them Richard Millie's and whatever watches. They got 20 watches. You know, timepieces are very fashionable. You can always win with some timepieces, but the fact is this: they had on right there on display by the window, so it was a smash and grab. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't too complex, not complicated. Y'all knock that window down, y'all grab it, throw it in the bag, and get on. You see what I'm saying? Way more better than running to an Apple store, ripping cords and all of that crazy ass shit with people in there. People could get hurt. You know what I'm saying? So that was well thought out. You know, it's just, man, that adrenaline when broad daylight, people watching you. Whew, God, I remember that. Boy, God is good to me, boy. I never do no shit like that. Boy, them days, boy. See, the good old days, man. Yeah, man, it was, you know, it was well thought out. Plus, these little cats, they little. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, nowadays, people be scared how big we was back then. Nowadays, all these little youngsters are skinny, man. Civilians think they could take your ass. You know what I'm saying? You see the nigga kick the nigga in his ass. Hey, where you going, you piece of ish? Like, yeah, man, it's just different. But I know that feeling, boy. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get out of there, man. It's nothing to play with, bro. These little niggas got heart, man. Shit. Let's go.
Device. Let's take a lesser example of a phone store. So the phone store has all those useless display items in the front of the store. But when you hit that safe in the back of the phone store, there's usually a tracker phone in the back. So in theory, what they're wanting you to do is be in such a hurry in hitting the safe to where when the safe opens up, whether it has a timer on it or not, all you doing is flushing everything into your bag and the tracker phone goes in the bag with it. So in relation to a jewelry store, they'll have tracking devices underneath the face of a watch, so to speak. Of course, you won't find nothing on an earring, things like that. But inside of the actual manufacturer case or under the face of the watch, the tracking device may lie. But most of the time,
I said this yesterday. Bro. It's no way, bro. You think you go just grab all of these watches, bro? They don't got no, man. Come on, man. Y'all got to be careful for that. But this is why I say this is educational purposes too, right? Because some of y'all got little nephews and cousins and shit that's probably hanging around some motherfuckers. Then see, a lot of y'all don't even know that, you know, y'all hear about these youngsters getting cracked, right? And they go to jail, but y'all don't know how it happened. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all get to see how it happened. And shit, hopefully this could alter somebody's mind to not go make this decision. Because you got to realize, man, like, you know, they got the young niggas from 30s, you know what I'm saying? These are the baby insanes in the park villages. Nobody, yeah, they got away, but if there's documentation being out about these cases, 9 out of 10, they're being convicted and they going to prison. So I'm pretty sure he gonna talk about the time and the crimes and all that shit a little later. But yeah, man, they not getting away. They not getting away. If it's on YouTube, 9 out of 10, you got caught. You know what I'm saying? And the whole shebang is just bad, gang. Because you know, I know a lot of y'all out here don't even know your son or your nephew right now is probably plotting with some idiots that don't even know how to commit crime. Most of the time, these are just niggas that's trying to figure this game out. You know what I'm saying? These ain't professionals. It's not organized crime. You know what I'm saying? But once again, y'all, I got this. I got a link at the bottom of the description. Go ahead and get a life insurance policy for your nephew, for your cousin. $25, $35, man, $50, man, it'll change your life, bro. Do not think about life insurance. If you know you got a son out there, you know you got, hey, son, look, I can't stop you from what you're doing, but I ain't gonna be stuck with your funeral. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some life insurance on your ass, just in case something happened to you. I'll be covered. And nigga, you ain't taking all my retirement money because you decided to die. yeah, I got some insurance on your ass, nigga. Shit, how much a funeral cost? Then your little friends go and come, and little doves and the birds and the horse and carriage and all of this shit. And yeah, new outfits. Yeah, I'm gonna get life insurance on your little ass, nigga. And ladies, go get life insurance on your son. I don't care, man. Go get it on your daughter. You know she out there fucking with little Keon. Little Keon out here shooting people and robbing shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's how your daughter can be a victim of certain circumstances. Go ahead and get that life insurance on her too, man. About time that we think smarter, we be smarter, and we get life insurance, because that's the way that we take care of our loved ones. It ain't no more you going to your retirement check fund or fish fries and car washes because, you know, your siblings made bad choices, man. So yeah, take me up on that, man. It's in the bottom description by Affleck. And it's crazy because I'm probably the only hood nigga that even talk like that to go get life insurance, bro. I've been saying this for the longest time. Go get life insurance, bro. You know what I'm saying? On your loved one, homie. You know what I'm saying? In fact, you know, why I want to know why niggas communities don't do that shit. You see what I'm saying? Hey man, go ahead and tell your mama, look, just so y'all know what y'all getting into, man. You know, your life ain't promised longevity out here on this blacktop, nigga. Yeah. Go ahead and tell your mama go get you some life insurance. Cause nigga, you die in the hood, we only coming to your funeral. We ain't paying for that shit. Hell no, nigga, that's $30,000. Shit, in the bare minimum, nigga, to even just cremate your ass about $15,000, nigga. Yeah, go tell your mama. Go you get some life insurance. Yeah, and I think that would be the smartest thing to do for gang culture, because you got kids out there 14, 15, 16 years old running with grown men that's letting them think that, hey, you can do whatever you want to do over here. You know what I'm saying? We your daddy. You know, so on some real street shit, man. Just take my offer on that, man. So go to the bottom description, and it's Affleck. You know what I'm saying? They got nice life insurance policies. You know what I'm saying? We'll take it from there. Let's go.
It won't be on the display case item. So this went into their planning of not going fully inside the store, but hitting the front glass. But like I spoke on, when you're doing things with employees and witnesses around, you can get things like the HERO Act. As we see here, the owner of a neighboring store came out and started to interfere. This is where shit can go left. As we see with the tussle that ensued with the Harlems, DNA from blood that was spilled was left on the victim's shirt by one of the defendants. Things like these little tussles and people trying to get in the way will have your ass sewed up, and this only happens when you're doing shit in front of a whole bunch of other people. This is when the Supermans come out. As you see, this individual tried to push some people. It didn't work, and he got his ass up out the way. But being touched by an individual is something that also shouldn't be happening. But either way, they get out, leave the Kia, leave the phone, jump in the Audi. They're out of Beverly Hills. Like I spoke on with the play extenders, they got jewelry that they have to sell. Where did they go? Jumped in the alley, took it straight to downtown LA. And the paperwork alleges that Lil Nina, the minor, aka Scooby, along with Liddell Tharp, handled the business of getting the jury off in downtown. Now, the new booty, Deshaun Bell, was promised 6 to 7 racks and was never paid, so he says. So you know what we coming with soon with his name. But before everything blew up,
he's telling. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. See, man, little nigga telling. Well, allegedly, I don't want to accuse that nigga, but I didn't seen that play out before. Y'all niggas got that nigga working for free. Oh, we was gonna give it to you, nigga. We was trying to get us. Man, was well. Let me rephrase that. I'm just assume, you don't pay one of them youngsters, man. You know, hell yeah, and they young. They don't really, man. A lot of y'all be putting that expectation on these kids, like they supposed to just know, man. Some of these kids barely know how to process information. You know what I'm saying? Anybody could pose as, oh, I think I'm badass. I think I'm grown and shit, but end of the day, man, you don't pay a little youngster and shit, nigga. His feelings gonna be hurt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all, nigga, he trusted y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know that the youngsters be the first ones to break. You know what I'm saying? That loyalty shit is out. You got one time, show a little young nigga, nigga, what? Them nigga, I'm telling. Yeah, he told on your ass. How did we get here? Yeah, I know how this shit go. I seen a lot of the little young niggas tell on people.
Long Beach PD gives Beverly Hills a call based off the style of the robbery. They said they watched over it very carefully, and they have an individual who is a suspect in Long Beach robberies who gets down the same way. That individual is Liddell Tharp. So now the Mustang caught on surveillance in Beverly Hills and Long Beach PD's somewhat back-end work has made Liddell Tharp a prime suspect along with Jimmy Vernon, who dropped his cell phone. But he didn't help himself. 2 days later, he's on Instagram posting the stacks with the caption robbery gang on them and captioning badass babies with them gray and blue rags, putting the money up after getting the jury off.
Never. Idiots. Robbery gang? What do you think? What do you think gonna happen? Robbery gang? Man, they go, oh my God. God damn. Hey, what's up? Hey, man, it ain't no hope for our future, bro. There's no hope for our future. I'm gonna tell you right now. It's no hope, bro. Man, come on, gang. It's over. Hang it up, nigga. Man, do y'all see what's going on? Are you kidding me? Man, robbery gang, badass babies, gold jewelry, cash flowing anywhere. They're gonna watch you like a hawk. Man, come on, man. They telling on themselves. They literally telling on themselves. I don't understand. What's the point? What is the point? What is the point, bro? This I'm just disappointed just as us as people, bro. Robbery gang? We got to do better, bro.
And 5 days after this is when people's past starts to catch up with them. So both Liddell Tharp and Jimmy Vernon are on probation. Liddell was actually on federal supervised release from a case that he caught in 2018 where he fled from a federal checkpoint in New Mexico. Him and his people was in a car, stopped at the checkpoint. He was supposed to pull over to the side, and he ran because he had a warrant. And for fleeing for federal agents, he went down on the case, and now he's out on federal release. Jimmy Vernon is also on probation. And 7 days after the robbery, he calls his PO to change his phone number on file because, again, he dropped his phone at the scene. And that probation that he was on was for residential flocking, burglary. So the police are now starting to glue together the MOs and suspect profiles because they're matching previous crimes that these dudes have committed. But now that they got...
What if I could build my ideal hiring app with Base 44? Hiring is chaotic.
Vernon's number, and they...
You know what? Look, man, you know, back in the day, you used to be able to go trade your goods in, man. They'll melt that shit down and all that shit, right? But most of the time when these cats get caught, they're asking, what jewelry store did you that cash you out for this shit? You know what I'm saying? Niggas got to worry about, these dudes, like, man, the black fools will tell on you, dog, like that. Man, come on, bro. They not, man. If you get lucky, it's the oldest play in the book, bro. Jewelry heist, you know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, we had some good people that let us go cash in our gold and our diamonds, and, we'd get whooped on the diamonds, but the gold, we got fair pricing for the gold, though, man. And man, some of them dudes went down back in the day, too. You know what I'm saying? Some of them jewelry manufacturers went down, man. But, yeah, bro, this is, man, they telling on themselves, bro. They literally telling on themselves. And you know, the problem that I have with this is some of these youngsters, not them in specific, but my problem is this, right? You flashing all that cash and shit, but you won't even go buy your mama a new car. You know your mama still driving that old ass Honda, and you run around here with thousands of dollars. You and your broad wearing thousands of dollars in designer and jewelry, but your mama still got the same car. Hell, you won't even go take out the trash for your mama. You know them trash cans got to be brought to the curb every Wednesday, but you on the internet flexing large amounts of cash. You know what I'm saying? And guess who you gonna call when you get caught though? Your mama. You see what I'm saying? Now you need mama. I just would say you did the best you can to raise me. Yeah, she did, nigga. She took the government money and kept you in the Section 8 house her whole motherfucking life, nigga, and never told you to do something with your life. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, nigga. Blame his daddy, man. You didn't be there. Nah, yeah, I didn't want to be there, nigga. Your mama wanted to bully me. And I said, she's like, that's my baby. And I told her, you keep it, little ass then. And when you ready to give him to me, bring him here. She said, hell nah, nigga, I get paid to raise this baby. yeah, let's keep it. Spade is spade, nigga. Hell yeah. Shit, what? You get vouchers, you get Section 8 housing. Why do you think women have babies? Well, not, let me change that back a little bit. Excuse me, ladies. Not all y'all. Some of you motherfuckers be setting y'all niggas up. They don't want to work. That's all right. I'm gonna go ahead and let this nigga get some of this coochie. And I'm gonna get pregnant on this nigga. And I'm gonna play cool with him till he fuck up. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put his ass on child support. And I'm gonna have Section 8 housing. And I'm gonna raise this baby and call men ain't shit. And this is not all women, but some women out there have that ulterior motive where they know you have a baby by a criminal. Lock his ass up and raise you and that baby. And eventually when that baby turns 18, he's going to be addicted to crime life. He's going to commit crimes and he's going to go to jail. And I'm going to get my money on the back end. Yeah, I'll go ahead and give you the Section 8 house. Yeah, I'll give you a couple $100 a month for cash aid and WIC and groceries and all that shit. You raise that stock. No. You take care of that baby. Because that baby is going to commit crimes by the time he turn 18. Because most of y'all ain't. Man, when we think about this shit, bro, you know, some of just imagine, you know, even your mama going to church and paying tithes. You know what I'm saying? But then you turn 18 and you don't got no college fund. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, we're not even telling our kids to go to college no more. We're not even, you better get a scholarship. You better play ball. Because I don't got no money to be paying for your. We won't invest financial money in our kids. Do you know? And not, once again, this is not everybody, but we won't invest financially in our children's future. We got to make sure they get a scholarship so they can go to college. We ain't giving them no $250,000 so he can read books in science class and shit. Nah, you better win it. You better play ball. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, some people, they will go pay that $250,000 rather their kids make. You know what I'm saying? They parents just going to pay it. Like, yeah, you're going to college. Yeah, I'm going to put up the money. Now, you don't got to play ball. You just got to graduate. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
On to Liddell Tharp, they start to do that back end work in iCloud. We have to keep stressing Instagram, the phone period, the iCloud, all of that shit. This is the main way people wrap up the case extremely fast. It seems like it ain't no more beating cases off of bullshit anymore with everybody having all the information in their phones and on their social media accounts. Even if you delete these messages, these dudes that went into iCloud and found deleted messages in there. And they figured out that they planned this whole move on Instagram. They caught Liddell Tharp messaging his homies, unindicted people though, from the babies, talking about what else they needed for the move. They said they got the Audi, the Kia, they just need to program the police scanner and they gonna be green. Police found a deleted photo in the iCloud of all the individuals from the robbery, in the clothes that they wore on the robbery, the sweatsuits that they had on. But this time, the picture showed everybody without their mask on. And this is when they figured out the initial plan was to hit a jewelry store called Peter Marcos, which was set forth because they seen these jewelers receiving jewelry packages from FedEx. So not only is niggas on here doing too much on their Instagram, but the businesses is doing too much too. Everybody's in a mode of flexing. What is the purpose of showing people your FedEx packages with jewelry coming in? It's a jewelry store. We know you got jewelry. How many more customers can you gain off showing something like that on Instagram? And after seeing all of this shit on iCloud, then people start to close in. Now, again, like we said, the feds was already here because they wanted to put the noose on everybody in LA that was getting down with the flocking, robbing, burglaries, everything. They're back with the Hobbs Act saying that these dudes violated interstate commerce because the jewelry owned by luxury jewelers was from out of state. Simple as that. The product that they took had crossed state lines commercially, and that alone is how they hit these dudes with the federal Hobbs Act case. Again, something else that a lot of people don't think about when they think about who gonna be coming for them if they get caught. Not Beverly Hills PD, as we see, they 2 for 2 with sliding their cases to the feds. But Liddell Tharpe is caught in the Mustang by Long Beach PD, and he does the dash, crashes the Mustang, and gets away on foot, but is eventually arrested 6 days after the move, March 29, 2022. And this is where we come back to the new booty, Deshaun Bell, again, who wasn't paid.
All right, so you mean to tell me y'all hit a lick and you was captured, you got caught 6 days after the lick? So you was able to have fun for 6 days, right? Even if maybe, hopefully y'all was able to get to our cash that same day. Normally you would want to have that replacement done that same day. The day you go get it is the day you go turn that shit in. You know what I'm saying? That's let's see what this youngster talking about.
What he was promised. As I said before, the feds got DNA from everybody that jumped out of that Kia and the people that left weapons on the scene. They got their pictures from iCloud. They got on Deshaun Bell fairly quick. But to make sure it was him, they staked out his crib and called his phone. The feds sat back and watched him answer the phone just so they knew they got their man, kicked his door in. When he got to the station,
we ended up going for IDB for a few specific characteristics. So
he identified Scooby and started cooperating from the jump. You know, something like this goes along with that play extender shit. You know
what I tell you, what I tell y'all, what I tell you. Yeah, that little nigga telling. I just, man, why you think, man, look, so, man, you know why this is the oldest trick in the book. They'll go get a youngster so they don't have to pay him a lot. You see what I'm saying? He'll take kibbles and bits because he want to be down with the crew. And it's effed up that they didn't even have the audacity to pay that little youngster. You see what I'm saying? You know, I ain't shit. You know, even though telling is wrong, but shit, nigga, y'all niggas played that little nigga. He made his own decision. See what happened? So if y'all out here, y'all think about grabbing a little youngster when y'all commit y'all little crazy crimes and stuff, make sure y'all pay that dude. You see what I'm saying? Because he could always be a weak link. He could be compromised. Y'all gotta, man, that's crazy work. Yeah. Little Scooby-Doo. Hell yeah. You want some chips, some cereal? Hell yeah. Yeah, I'll take a burger. Hell yeah. They gave that nigga a 2 piece of the biscuit. Yeah, so what really happened? Yeah, I'll tell y'all everything. Just feed me first. Yeah, nigga. Little nigga like Ultimate Feast deals. I want some King Crips and all that. Yeah, nigga, he gave it up on your ass. Now y'all hot. Now y'all hot though. Y'all hot. What y'all gonna, just imagine y'all get caught. Then you like, oh, I know he go. Why wouldn't that little dude go? Why would he not tell? Ain't nobody told him not to tell. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't pay that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Of course. Yeah, he's singing like Jodeci. Yeah. Nah, Jodeci, he don't even know who Jodeci is. I don't know none of the little youngsters. All right. Like Chris Brown. Yeah, that nigga singing like Chris Brown. There you go. God digital, man.
When everybody's on the move and products have to be sold after the move, it's not just dividing up the money right then and there. A lot of funny shit goes on the back end. You got 5, 6 people. All of y'all isn't going to sit down in a group circle with the buyer. It's only 1, 2 people that's finna sit down with this buyer. People could be stashing jewelry to the side. You may not know the exact price the buyer is paying for every little thing. Somebody's gonna be left out of the situation. And with an individual that's 19 on the play, you got homies that's way older than you that probably feel like you didn't do enough or whatever the case is. Like I said previously, especially when gangbanging becomes involved in these robberies, a lot of politics be going on, especially when you got older dudes and younger dudes. Them older niggas think they chilling, and they know that a 19-year-old isn't gonna know everything about this shit. But it seemed like his homie stiffed him regardless of the 6, 7 bands he was promised, so he started cooperating off the jump. He also identified Liddell Tharp, and along with all the other pieces that were bad in this move, Deshaun Bell helped the feds to convict Jimmy Jungle Vernon to 80 months in the feds and Liddell Tharp to 84 months in the feds. Now, this is the common misconception of a lot of these dudes that be out here telling on their homies. Whether they your homies or not, they just think telling is the way out. He still got hit with 12 months and 1 day. Now, some people may say, okay, boom, 12 months, I can take that on the chin. To get nothing, to have this dirty name on your jacket, and for the feds to still hit you with a $2.6 million federal tax lien that's going to follow you for the rest of your life, wasn't worth it, Deshaun Bell. But he's home now. He came home February 7th of this year, did his time, snitched on his homies in a play that went all bad from the beginning. Now, what could have been done differently? Like I said, there was a lot of progress from what the Harlems had to this situation. The take was bigger, and like I said, could this move?
Yeah, man, that's crazy work, man. Man, this is for educational purposes only. Once again, I highly suggest that y'all go ahead and hit the description. It has a life insurance link on there. Y'all go ahead and get life insurance on y'all loved ones, man. Some of these kids, some of y'all nephews, nieces, just go ahead and make that investment, man, because they out here crashing out, making crazy choices, man, and life is unpredictable. So, a lot of them is involved in the streets or influenced by gang culture. So, that it's probably one of the best things I could honestly say I could recommend is go ahead and get life insurance, bro. Go ahead and get life insurance on your daughter. Go get life insurance on your son. Don't wait till something happen and now you crying because you stressed out. You still got to pay your rent. Still got to pay that car note. You still got to pay so much stuff. And then something like that happen, man, But yeah, just the fact that my thing was this: $6,000-$7,000. Y'all dudes are about to touch. They got away with $2.6 million worth of merch. So when he looks at that shit, $2.6 million, and you niggas just go pay me $6,000, $6,000. Come on, what? You can't even buy a car with that. You can put down on a car, but you can't buy no. Man, that's crazy, bro. See, when I was young, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all, bro. I wasn't going for no shit like that, nigga. Everything I was touching, nigga, it been 15, 30,000 off the bat. If I was touching something, I'm playing for the big. Yeah, I take this 30 ball. Yeah, I take this 15,000. This is a small play. I take this 60,000. That's how the numbers I was playing when I was out there playing in them streets. That's the type of money I was chasing, you know what I'm saying, and building up and successful at it. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't never did no play for no $6,000. That's all the way out, bro. I always went for the, for the racks. You know what I'm saying? I was a thousandaire at 16. I'm playing $60,000, $70,000 at 16. So, and I was successful in that lifestyle, bro. But yeah, man, as you get older, man, I sit back and I'm like, damn, nigga, even now, I'm like, shit, nigga, I should have, shit, times are different, man. That nigga said 2.6 million? Oh my God. I ain't gonna lie, because, hey, cats be tucking shit. Nigga be tucking. You know what I'm saying? Man, there's too many niggas on this job. Let me go ahead and put this $1 million watch in my pocket just in case you niggas try to play me up straight. Yeah, man, that right there, man, that's a lot, man. Come on, let's go.
Have been executed at night. Most spots moved their display case jewelry from the display to the back when they close. So probably not the display case, but lunch hour, Beverly Hills, Wednesday, broad daylight, this wasn't pretty planning. And not only those factors, when you look at location, Beverly Hills is in the middle of the mix. Hella traffic 24/7, especially at the time of day that they did this. And Beverly Hills is not the closest spot to the 10 freeway because that's the freeway they take. They probably got off on La Cienega, headed north. Depending on traffic, back to the freeway, that shit could be 20 minutes. And it's nowhere to go other than southeast to get back to it. Going north towards Santa Monica Boulevard, you going crazy. They may have tried San Vicente to La Brea, or they could have went back straight down La Cienega. Either way, this location at this time of day is not the smartest, especially when we're talking about leaving a car on the scene. So this plan, honestly, I wouldn't have drew it up. I would have threw this one out. The number's great. Too many people on the play. 5 people in the kid. This was easily a 2-man job. No more than 3. But this is what they settled on. This was the outcome. Stay tuned for the next one. If you thought 2 million was heavy, wait till we give y'all that next one with a
yeah, man, that's crazy work, man. That's just crazy work, man. Y'all hype this video. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Make sure y'all get y'all kids some life insurance, man. It's about time we start thinking about the future, because it look like our future YNs, man, they only focus on money and themselves. Ain't nobody trying to start a family, build wealth, start a business. Everybody want the Instagram fame. Everybody want the success of being famous and all that shit, man. They doing for clicks and views, man. So I ain't gonna lie, ain't no hope for our future, bro. There's no hope. There's no hope for our future, man, because ain't none of these. Every time they get a bag, they flashing that shit. They telling on themselves. Fucking robbery gang. I said, oh, yeah, idiots. You know what I'm saying? This is an educational reaction to deter youngsters to not make these type of choices. And yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I'll see y'all in the next video. Let's get it. Let's go.
I know how to shoot, I know how to fight. I tell you once, don't tell you twice. I'm real discreet, the thief in the night.